Virgo, November, your cards. Addiction, release, practicality, embrace, wishes and desires. Let's see what your cards have to say for you. Your first card is the Devil card. What is it that you're addicted to? Are there old habits and old patterns and old ways? Because we're all addicted to those, aren't we? Is that what you need to conquer? Do you give too much? Is that where this is coming from? Is it that you give too much and you keep giving because you think it might change someone, it might change a setting, it might change a situation, or it's how you are. So you're not going to stop giving. But you know, if you always keep giving to something, which is a bit like a charity donation, you're going to end up broke. So perhaps the person you need to give to is yourself. Wherever this addiction lies and falls for you, you've got to change everything around for you, because what you've been doing hasn't been working. An addiction doesn't help you. It's a bit like, I'll just have another glass of wine. Doesn't help you. Makes you think even more daft things and gives you a hangover the next day. Doesn't help you at all, does it? You can't solve all the world's problems with an extra glass of something. So that's a great addiction. Or is it smoking? Or is it gambling? Or is it too much food? Or what is it? Anyway, where you're giving too much to something, change. Do something different. But also in this picture we have the fox. And the fox, he lurks around in the hedgerows, in the depths of the woods, hiding in the foliage, watching other people, because that's also something that you need to do, is actually stand and observe and see how things are, how situations are. Because you know what, when we throw ourselves into a certain situation and we doing everything for everybody, we make our lives difficult for ourselves and we can't see properly what's actually going on. Whereas the representation of the fox here says stand back and look clearly at what's going on. Because if you take a step back, you can then see carefully and clearly what the other person is actually doing or what the situation is doing. But by being addicted, which is the top part of this card, the devil here, shrouded in his cloak, trying to pretend he's not there. The addiction is there. The addiction to doing something, the addiction, let's say, giving too much to something, situation or people, person, that stops you from seeing everything clearly. Stand back. Understand that actually the reason why you're addicted and why you're trying to give too much to something is because you're not feeling good enough in yourself, and so by giving so much you actually feel a lot better because you're doing something, but actually what you're doing is emptying yourself right out. There's nothing left of you. Like I said, you know, you're constantly doing a charitable donation all the time and then you're not going to have any money left. That money is that representation of you giving constantly. You're going to be empty and you can't keep doing that because you're not a multi-billionaire. So stand back, observe situations for what they really are. Know where you need to press stop. But actually, do you know what? In the middle of the addiction and knowing where you need to press stop, where is it you need some help? Because I've got a funny feeling you might need to ask for some help. If you do, ask for the help. See the situation for what it is. Know that you can do no more. Know that you've got to make some tough choices. And those tough choices are going to be good choices. Good for you and good for the situation, wherever it may be. Because your next card is coming in and it's the Six of Swords. And it's saying, come on now, come out of the darkness. Well, the darkness, as we know, is the addiction. Come into the light. Well, as we know, the fox is lurking in the hedgerows. So he's in the light. He's not in the depths of the forest or in the cave. The devil is in the cave. The devil here is in the cave. You're being asked here to pay the ferryman. Come out from the underworld, because that's the Greek mythology of this story, of this card. Hades releases Persephone and she gets into the boat and she pays the ferryman to cross the river Styx, to start her new life, because Hades pulled her down into the underworld and kept her imprisoned in there, away from everything that she needed. He stopped her from learning anything. He stopped her from seeing new things. He controlled her. Oh, hello, the devil controls you. The addiction controls you. The giving too much controls you. Be like Persephone, get in the boat, pay the ferryman, cross the river Styx, go into the light. Start your new journey. Start doing what you need to do for you. That isn't a crime, being quintessentially selfish. That is something that you need to do for you now. You've got to make this change because you need to take a very practical approach to everything. And again, we've got the money. This is about giving. Everything is about giving here. Giving too much. Because if you're not practical, if you don't look at everything properly, and come on Virgo, I've said it to you before, you've got OCD. Definitely about being practical. Line everything up. See exactly how everything should be around you. Know exactly what you want. Know exactly what you need. Know in the practicality that tough decisions need to be made. That doesn't mean that you're a bad person, because your decision and your choice are actually going to be for all the right reasons. And there's no need to feel guilty about making those decisions and having those reasons behind those decisions, because everybody's going to benefit. But ultimately, you need to benefit, because this is about you giving back to you. The Queen here, she sits on her bank account. But if you're constantly giving out, like I've already said, you're going to have an empty bank account. Well, the Queen doesn't want to do that. She wants to be wealthy. She needs to have everything. So you've got to get your ducks in a row here. Come away from what you're addicted to. Make your choices, make your decisions, cross the river Styx, move forwards, because this is what you need to do. Because your next card is the Queen of Cups. And she says, you need to have a deeper understanding. You need to be empathetic, actually, towards yourself. Because within this addiction, you've been giving yourself the not good enough badge all the time. And normally empathy goes towards others. But actually, I think you've been giving far too much empathy to everybody else and not actually caring about yourself. Change all of that now. Switch it all around. Give to you. Again, another queen. Queens sit on their thrones. Everybody comes to them. So this is about you learning to accept what's been given to you. All you got to do is say thank you. Learn to receive. Learn to be empathetic towards you. Stop giving you a hard time. You haven't done anything wrong. You've just made a right decision and a right choice to set yourself free from something that's probably been doing your head in for quite a long time. Allow that to happen, because in comes your 7 cups, and the universe is trying to give you 7 brand new wishes, 7 new desires, 7 new needs. What is it that you would like? Allow all of that to start coming through into fruition. Write down 7 new desires. Well, we're in a phase where we need to plan for the next 20 years because of this transition, Pluto into Aquarius, back again this month in November. And it's going to stay in Pluto is staying in Aquarius the next 20 years. You need a plan. Make your 7 plans. Make your 7 ideas come true. Write them down. Don't just think them. Make them happen. Okay? Because it's going to be really good for you. It's going to broaden your horizon in a way you've never thought was possible. Your life is going to start opening up for you now. And that is all key, because you're coming out of the darkness. You're crossing the river. You're going to make some changes. You're coming away from old you. You've got to do this. You're coming into a new time in your life. And once you do that, this Knight of Cups comes in and it gives you everything that you need. The Knight of Cups is a bit like the knight in shining armour. Something wonderful is coming along and it's going to sweep you off your feet in its metaphorical sense. And because I'm doing a general reading, if your knight in shining armour turns up, that's brilliant. And if it's something else within the fact that you're going to be swept off your feet, something amazing, the ball is starting to roll in your business area or in your family area, wherever, allow that ball to start rolling. Embrace it. Allow it to come towards you. Let it happen. Run with it. Go with it. Accept it. Allow it. Embrace it. Run like crazy in the opposite direction with it as quickly as you possibly can. This is a great month for you, Virgo. You're going to get your act together. It's going to be transformative for you. You have the 1 major arcana this month. It means this next 4 weeks, everything is going to change around for you. And you won't recognise yourself by the time you get to December. Hooray! Good. Make the change. Love to hear from you. Chat to you soon. Bye.